Hi, welcome to the Superhero Debate League of Appleton. Or are we doing America now?
Doesn't
I think it's
really
America. Anyways, I'm Cody, I'm your host, and today I have Taylor and James with me. We're going to do battles today. That's why I'm taking the seat of Taylor. This is very awkward for me. He's got kind of a really good cushion to it. It's like indents really well. That one does not. Anyways, the point is, today we're going to start off with some battles, and it's going to be Vegeta versus He-Man.
Just for a little bit of background, Vegeta is, of course, Prince of Saiyans from the Dragon Ball Z universe, or Dragon Ball universe, I guess. Because it's what, Z and now Super.
Dragon Ball Z, Super, Dragon Ball GT is technically part of it.
Is it still canon?
No, it's never been canon.
Okay.
But they treat it as if it's an alternate universe.
Okay. So, I mean, I won't be using anything from GT, so.
Just curious, I know.
Yeah.
For our viewers at home as well.
Yeah, so. But, and then that is essentially Vegeta. I'll throw out stuff about him while we're battling, actually. So,
yep.
And James, a little bit of He-Man.
Prince of Eternia, and he's got magic sword and super strength. So that's really all I need to say
So
on
if you're
him.
paying attention at home, it's a battle of the princes.
But anyways, so we'll be arguing our characters. The judge, which will be Cody for this matchup, will decide where we are at, whether it is day or night, and if we do have prep or not.
Alright, so where you're at, nowhere. What time of day? Well, there's not really a time of day when you're in nowhere. And whether or not you have prep, I don't think it matters because you guys probably wouldn't use prep anyways. So, no prep. So, for those of you that don't know at home, nowhere is a celestial's head floating in space. It's spelled Knowwhere. And it's just a giant celestial head. It's kind of like the cesspit of the universe. You know, all the bad guys, all the good guys show up. There's no laws. It's kind of like where Jabba the Hutt would find himself if he was in that universe. And that's why there's no time of the day. Like I said, it doesn't float around the sun or anything. So, and you guys will have no prep. All right. So, well, Vegeta's at the top of the bracket. So, I think that means that you go first.
All right.
When you're ready, let me know, and I'll start the timer.
Alright, so Vegeta is just a basis, like super strong, ridiculously quick. I do have flight over you. You are unable to fly as far as everything I know. Unless there's something magical that came out in like recent times. Normally you run and you're on your feet. But even if you can fly, there's no way that you can do it as fast as what I can because it's essentially beyond light speed because he's able to move with like their energy manipulated blasts and all of that and dodge them. And he's extremely well versed in that, so I will be able to outmaneuver you in every which way, which includes like when you're battling me, everything like that. I can outmaneuver you, I can keep distance. Vegeta is an extremely smart fighter, and in Nowhere, Vegeta normally doesn't care too much about many things, and especially knowing that his family, his friends aren't there, doesn't make a difference to him now. So he will be able to use more of his powers than he would normally if he was, say, on an Earth or anything like that. So he'll be able to go full out. And within Nowhere, because there are a bunch of different places like we can battle through, it's all about for Vegeta knowing where to go and all that, which he's an extremely well-versed fighter in strategy, in finding weaknesses, and everything like that, and he'll be able to outlast you, essentially, if necessary, but stuff that he'll be able to do to you, like the Gallic Gun, any Big Bang Blast, everything like that, so he'll be able to keep his distances, blow you out of here, essentially. The stuff that he has, like Final Flash and everything like that, has been has been talked about as being able to destroy planets. He has destroyed planets before in that form. He doesn't normally do it on Earth, but since we are nowhere and you're a very durable character, he's not going to hold back on stuff like this because he can survive in space. He's flown through it and all of that before.
Okay, so you're right. You probably do have more maneuverability than me, and I can fly by twirling my sword extremely fast, like a helicopter. But yeah, you're right. I can't keep up with that. I can't keep up with your flight. I don't need to though, because you need to bring the fight to me, and I, as a powerhouse, I've outlasted like really powerful attacks from Skeletor's magic to the strikes of gods on my Earth. Which you have problems with the god of destruction. So I mean, on top of that, my power comes from a mystic source. Recently, you've been fighting a world ender called Moro, I think his name is, who can absorb energy and do things with mystical forces. Just to prove a point, different things kind of you're not expecting a lot of things. So my lightning, that's magical, will most likely be able to hurt you a little bit more efficiently than you're expecting, which is going to throw you off your game because you got a little bit of ego. You're going to think, oh, I don't have to worry about this because I'm the strongest there is. And then you get hit by that lightning and you're like, that hurt. Maybe I do have a problem, which you'll bring in the fight to me, and I will deal with you right then and there in a fisticuffs match. Because while, yes, you may have mobility on me, I can promise you He-Man's got the power.
Yeah, so you can twirl your blade around and fly if you want to. Obviously, I'm better at flight than you are. I move beyond what your speeds are as far as that goes. And if you want to go hand-to-hand combat, I am one of the best fighters in all of the entire Dragon Ball universe as far as hand-to-hand goes. With power that can match yours. As he's shown on occasion, when Vegeta gets frustrated, when he gets angry, he has gone all out to take on somebody like Beerus. And be able to fight him hand-to-hand in Super Saiyan 2 format for him, not God level or anything like that. So being able to match a power level is not a big deal, but it's not what he has to do. He can take you out from a distance. We're on just a giant celestial head. I can blow you out of it with one single final flash or one Gallic gun that you can try to stop, but you can like try to float your sword in space and all that, but you're going to be going at such a speed and far the distance that you won't be able to come back from it. And if Vegeta really wants to, he can move fast enough where it seems like he's teleporting something you aren't going to be able to deal with overall.
You went 2 seconds over. Sorry. I got really caught up in it too. That was a really good argument.
Okay. Set and go. Okay, you can fire that blast at me. Like I said, there's nothing you can throw at me that I can't tank through. That's what I do. So I'm going to put my blade in the ground. I'm going to stand through that attack. And when you look at literally me just standing there like nothing happened because I drew all the power of Eternia to me to withstand that, that's going to phase you. I'm going to be able to walk up to you, grab you, and deck you in the face, basically. Because that's what He-Man does. He does not move. He is the iron wall between Skeletor's mighty magic, which, by the way, would have equal power to your Kamehas and all that stuff that Goku has that's better than you. Anyways, he can withstand it, and he blocks that stuff from his team, from his people. You also got to remember, I'm big on saving lives, so I'm going to force you to keep minimalized to me. So I'm not going to let you blast me off the planet with a big blast that's going to wipe out probably a few cities. I'm going to take it to the face, and I'm just going to keep pushing through.
That's it. So, before I give my result, I think it's best to remind the people after every one of these matches, we understand that there is more to these characters. Okay? So if you're a huge He-Man fan or if you're a huge Vegeta fan and you don't like the outcome, please feel free to leave a comment. We'll take it into consideration. That's cool. Maybe we'll do a different argument some other time.
Yeah.
Also, because we essentially have, as arguers, 3 minutes each to get our characters out.
Try getting 50 years of a character in 3 minutes, please.
Well, I know a lot about these characters. I have to go off of what these gentlemen have said. So, some points. Basically, what I got is it comes down to war of attritions on your behalf, and you are endurance. And based on what I've heard today, you're saying that you can match him. He's saying he can outlast you, and what it comes down to is, I think James wins. I think He-Man takes it. Only because he raises a good point. You know, he brought up that your character, you know, will get upset about not killing him in one blow. Like, who's this half-naked man who can stand against me? Nobody can do that. And then it comes down to a fist fight because that is part of the problem with Vegeta. So I think with him saying that he can endure and still out damage you, I think the wording is what really got you on this. So,
yep. And that'll happen.
He-Man takes it.